Alright, for today's lesson we are back in Clever and we are still going to FOSS. Today, remember, if it doesn't, when it logs you right in, you go to My Student page. Remember, it takes a minute sometimes. Soils and landforms. But today we're going to scroll down and you're going to go to the Topographer. And in here it has a few of our topographical maps. And you can pick and you can do them all. You can just do one. I'm just going to pick one. I'm going to do this little one. Kauai, Big Island, in Hawaii. So it says step 1, fold the map. So what we're going to be doing is drawing how high it looks. Okay, so steps 2, it says enter the elevations next to each grid line. Start with the lowest elevation at the bottom line. Click each box and type the elevation. So here's our bottom line. So it's 5,200. So over here, I'm going to put 5,200. And then my next one is 5,280. My next one is 5,360. My next one is 5,440. And then the peak is 5,518. Okay, so I did that. So then I hit next step. It says drag the map down to the first grid line. So I'm going to drag my map down to the first grid line. Select the point tool and click where the blue contour lines crosses the grid line. Okay, so here's my point tool. I'm going to click it there and there. Okay, drag the map to the next grid line and repeat the process. So we're going to do it again. Okay, so my point tool, notice how the program changes the line for you. You don't even have to think about it. So there's the next line, point tool, point tool, whoops, point tool, move it up to the next line, point tool, move it up to the next line, whoops. And then it says to mark the peak, move the map to the dotted line grid and place a dot at the blue X. There's my blue X. Okay, did it. Next, drag the map off the grid or click hide the map button. I'm going to click hide the map button. Select the line tool and draw a line from one point to the next. Okay, looks like we're making, oops, it looks like we're making a little bit of a, it's like a graph, isn't it? So here we have. This is your mountain profile. So this is how we took the flat topographical map and how those circles go. And this is what the mountain would look like from that map if we like pulled up that map and had it expand a little bit. And I want to go back and I want to show you what it looked like flat again. So this is what it looked like. This is Mount Kulani. I think this one is in Hawaii. So this one's a pretty steep one. So let's go back. Let's go back to our mountain menu. I want you to see how it looks flat. So that's how it looked flat. And then we use that to draw it. Okay, so you've got lots of mountains. So remember, if they're farther apart, that means it's going to be a kind of like a flatter mountain, or it's going to take longer to get to the top. This one that we just did was very close, so it's a nice peak. So you can kind of, once you get used to drawing these, you're going to kind of see, okay, what exactly is this going to look like? This looks really steep because the lines are really close. This is in Oregon. Yeah, I was right. This is Big Island in Hawaii. So you can practice drawing profiles of your landforms today.